Hi, my name is Ann from Grand Nebraska. My business is Auntie Sykes Create Yourself. I create a plan for people so they can work on their goals in their life. Thank you for coming by. Today I'm going to talk about becoming a mommy, my favorite subject of all. What it meant to me and what it does mean to me. Next time I'll continue with running your own business, your own reading series. I think that's important, but I wanted to do this video. Now since Sunday is Mother's Day, Mommy Day, with every day should be Mommy Day, 'cause Mommy do a lot for everyone, not just the children. But please ring the bell so you can be notified of new videos, share, and or leave a comment below. And if you like this video, hit the like button. Let me begin to say, there's a lot of ways to be a mommy. And the way I discovered that is through life, because I wanted to be a mommy since I was a very, very, very young child. And I always wanted to be a mommy. That doesn't say I liked every kid I came to know, because I didn't. But usually I love children. I love the way they respond to everything. And it's like abundance of joy when they're happy, when they're mad, boy, everybody knows it. A lot of times. So at a young age, taking care of something or someone was very, very important to me. And I took care of everything and everybody as well as I could. it wasn't what I thought. But I was kind and I was energetic, nice, and I tried to be very understanding, listening to people and learning about people and animals, all kinds of things, plants, outside, in nature, whatever. I always took the best care I could with every fight and everything. That doesn't mean it was always fun and exciting, although most of it was very exciting and very fun. I always have fun. But some of it wasn't fun at all. Some of it was very, very difficult. Some of it was difficult because people didn't think I could take care of someone or something because of my disability. And when they acted or said that, that was very hurtful to me, and especially when they said that or showed that the first time. And most of the time, not all the time, but most of the time, I didn't know the reaction or my reaction. And most of the time, not all the time, my reaction was to be hurt and to cry and get upset and angry. And if you as a mom or as anybody feels that sadness or anger or both of it, that's okay. That's perfectly fine. And I'm so sorry that happened to you. And if you can't share it with me or in the Auntie Sykes Create Yourself community, you're more than welcome to share it. Or if you just want it, bend my ear and tell me, that'd be great too. I love to hear from. But sometimes I would just have to get on my bigger panties and take the hits And when I said something like, I'm going to be a mommy someday, I like children. I would like to have children. And they might say, oh, Anne, that'd be so hard for you. You cannot do that. You won't be able to do that. Or that's ridiculous. Or someone will take your children, which all that said and more was said to me. And yes, I did get angry, and I did get mad and sad, and I cried, I voiced, I cried, and watching other people my age or younger, especially like younger, having children, having babies. Oh my word, that's hurtful. But you know, I'm here. I have a human little boy, which is my baby, Kepler, and I have a lot of furry children. And I discovered that I am a very good friend to all children because the main reason is because they come up to me if they don't know me, or when they do know me. That's what I love about children. You never know what they're going to say. They come up to me and they say, why are you not walking? Why are you in a wheelchair? Or why are you in a scooter? Why do you need somebody to help you walk or whatever? I love those questions. I love those questions. I worked at a after-school program sometimes along years ago, and I worked there for a couple years, maybe 3, 4, 5 years, and every year, the first few days, I go to meet with the kids, and they always say, why do you talk that way? I don't understand you. And I always said, I know, but when you get to know me, you will know how to listen to me. Then you will know everything I say. And, right away, over 100% right away, they say, oh, okay. And we went on our day. When adults do not understand me, they get very nervous. They might walk away. They don't listen. Or they try to listen, but they just don't get it. They think it's my problem. Which, no, that's not my problem, it's their problem. They need to accept themselves and just listen. And kids do listen. They listen to everything you say. They don't do everything you want them to do, but they are lazy. And they are okay with people who are different. We as adults teach our children what to do and what not to do, as to be afraid of people of saying certain things, being just afraid to talk. We shouldn't do that. And I really tried not to do that to Kepler. I encourage Kepler to say things the right way, and I help him. If he wants to say, you look funny, or you act funny, I might say to him, is there a different way you can say that? And I explained it to him. If he does say that to people, they might not, they'll get hurt feelings maybe, and they might not listen to him again. So I tried to figure out how he can say it differently. Now he's almost 8. So, he has his own opinion. And I almost always told him, you can say it this way and get this reaction, Or you can say it that way and get that reaction. And it's up to you rather how you want to say it, what you want to say. And that, I'm not 100% like well organized with any part of my life. I would love to be, but I'm not. And some things just didn't work out. Kepler didn't get to say what he wanted to say or needed to say because I was able to hear it right or be there when he said it physically, emotionally, or see the other side of what he wanted, why he wanted to say what he said. And so, sometimes I get it and I go, oh no, he missed that opportunity. And I'm sure that sometimes Kepler or someone would go, oh my word, and you screwed up. Why didn't you let this kid do this? And I'm not perfect. I wish I was, especially as a mommy. But I'm not. We aren't all perfect. Sometimes it seems like it, and sometimes it's just not available to be perfect. But I always wanted to take care of whatever, somebody else, something, or someone else. I had animals practically all my life. And I took care of these animals the way I thought I would them have physical stuff like food, water, the clothing on an animal with my disability did not work out. I mean, I tried it, but it did not go good. So me and animals and clothing, that didn't work, and I'm going to work. I could work on that, but I ain't going to. So that's not that simple. But I always gave them as much love and encouragement and freedom as I could. I mean, I wanted to have all my animals walk alongside of me and mind me, look up to me. That did not work. Well, I don't know. Some of them I didn't know how to train them. But my little dog Polly, I don't have her no more. And I miss her so much. I got him back on my feet, and I got an apartment again. She was a multi dog, and oh man, she was just appalling. And after I had my crisis, which I will talk about another time, I got back on my feet, got another apartment, and I decided I wanted a puppy. And a bird, a cockatoo. So I got the cockatoo first. Her name was Dinky. And I let her fly around the apartment, climb up on me. You know, I treated her like a baby daughter. Mine is the clothing. I fed her. She came into the shower with me once in a while. And I talked with her. Then I was going somewhere, and I wanted a Yorkie puppy. I thought they are small, they are cute and cuddly. I was all set to get a Yorkie. I think I was saving my money to buy one. I knew what I wanted, and I was going somewhere. I seen this white little dog puppy with his mommy, and I stopped and talked to her. I said, how old is your puppy? And she said, it looks like a puppy. And she said, 9 years old. Like, what? 9 years old? He was just the cutest thing. So, guess what? I set out looking for a Maltese puppy. And I think I went on the internet and I found my Polly dog. She was, her first mommy was having puppies. They were in Gothenburg. I lived in North Platte, Nebraska, and they were in Gothenburg. So I got a ride to Gothenburg. I met Polly. And Polly just came into my life, a light in my life, with all my dog, cats, hamsters, rabbits. Everybody is a light in my life. But Polly came in and she was a Polly dog. And she made everybody pet her and talk to her, hold her, everything. So we had Polly. We had her for 13 years. She went through a lot. She if she was a person, which I believe, you don't have to believe this, but I believe every animal and every person is the same no matter what. So, but if they said if she was a person and she would have, what she did have was a stroke. And that was very, very scary to our family because it happened at night. We didn't know what it was. We called a wonderful vet and we took Polly in and Polly just wanted to live. And that she did. About a week or two later, we decided again that this is sovereign. I get it better. No, do you know what? I don't like it. But we went to the vet to do you know what? And my kid went in to talk to our doctor. I plan to be there with Polly. And I waited in the car while he talked to the vet because Kevin was there and he went to sleep. I wanted him to be asleep because we were going to do you know what. I couldn't handle that. Anyway, I was all set to be there with Polly and support her. And Keith came out and I said, okay, I'm ready. He said, no. I said, what are you talking? And then we're not doing it. And after that, here comes the vet. And she told him fall. And he's like outside with us. She's like, I had to come out. She knows you're here. And I don't think we should do what we're doing. We didn't probably live 2 or 3 more years. And she was a special baby. Mine, I just enjoy her so much. And I do miss her every day. She always told people in her way, you will hold me, you will listen to me. You do not have a choice. You're here, I'm here, we're doing whatever Polly wants. Most of the people would say, okay, I'll hold you, I'll talk to you, I'll listen to you. But Polly was just Polly. I wanted to be a parent all my life. I know I said that dozens of times in this video, but it's very, very important to, and I took some child care classes, went to parody classes on it to become a parent and a special ed teacher. And I watched mommies, just watch another mommy or your own mom or your grandma. I watched all moms. And what they did, it did not do. I decided what I was and what not. I wasn't going to do. And we kept them, first of all, when we were trying to get pregnant, we had a hard time conceiving. And it wasn't because of my cerebral palsy. It mostly was because I was older. That just happened to some people. And I was talking to doctors. Some were okay with it, some were not. Some said some and nice and kind saying to me, thinking they were right and I was wrong. And sometimes, yes, I did say, you're wrong. I'm going to have a baby. And that's it. And sometimes I would say, I'm sorry you feel that way. I'm sorry to disagree with you, but this is going to happen. And it did finally. A year before we found out we were going to have a calf, we lost a baby. And we only knew we were pregnant a week before we lost the baby, which was a very good thing. I don't think I would handle it if I know 8 weeks earlier. I did. When I found out, I thought, finally I could have a baby. I didn't want this baby. It just wasn't happening. A week later, we miscarried. I didn't no, I could see the baby. I don't know. I don't know what the baby looked like, or if it did look like, if he or she did look like something, 'cause I didn't know what to ask. But I wanted to be very positive. I wanted to try again, which we did, but during the trying was very difficult because I lost our baby, and there were some people in my life that, they didn't seem concerned. The day I lost our baby, I told my brother, and we were talking about the baby and said, "What's that?" And he said, "Why don't you name it?" And I'm like, what? He said, "Well, it was a baby, so if you like, why don't you name it?" And so we did. We named it Miracle. And I came up with the name because it was a miracle. We weren't expecting it. We wanted the pregnancy and the baby, but it just hadn't happened. And when it didn't happen, oh my word, I was just over the moon. And I'm sorry, but the day after I got morning sickness, and I got sick a lot, loving every minute. And when we lost her, I tried to be positive. I tried to be okay with it. But a lot of people in our life said some unkind things about Miracle. They just acted the way they didn't act. And I got very, very angry and sad. Things I shouldn't have did or said was done and said. But in the long run, it made me stronger and made me more patient. Like, they do have their opinion. I think they're wrong. Maybe they are, but they don't think they're wrong. I have to respect that. And I do respect it. I do like it, but that's the way they were. And at the time, no, I did not take it well at all. I cried. I got very, very angry. I said, how could you? 1,000,000 trillion times. I said, you don't care. I believe now that they didn't know how to care. And that's just the way it was. I don't like what I done, but that's what happened. I turned it around, and like I said, a year and 3 weeks after we lost America, we found out we were pregnant with Kepler. And when I found out with Kepler and with America both times, I started talking to them, treating them like a person. And I would sing to them and talk to them, did their ABCs, 1, 2, 3, colors, shapes, reading, and just plain talking to them. I always say thank you, please. Ever since I knew that they were there in my tummy, every time someone would say something about the baby, I would say thank you and say please, and I did that with my animal too. And now, today, Kepler, well, when he was younger, he always said thank you and please. Now he does. He does say thank you and please a lot. The teachers are like, what? But sometimes he just been careful. He's been a 7-year-old or an 8-year-old, whatever careful. And I wanted to instill in himself and everybody. Careful. And so, careful loves dinosaurs. Oh my God. I learned more about dinosaurs than I ever thought possible. And everybody around Kepler learns a lot about dinosaurs. Every year I go for since he was in first grade. In kindergarten was in 2020, so some of the kindergarten I did at home. That didn't go as well as I thought, but we did it. But every year since then, they always have a unit on dinosaurs. And at the beginning of every school year, I always send a letter out to the teachers or an email telling them about Kepler, what to expect. I asked them what he should expect, what I should expect. I found out with kids in school, the school gives out homework to not only the kids, the parents. Oh my gosh, I love it. I do, but it's like, what? I gotta do this. But I love it. And most of the time, I'm thankful because I got it done. But every year for first and second grade, they had a unit on dinosaurs. Both of those weeks, oh my gosh, Kevin was on cloud 9. He's just mad about dinosaurs. Everything. I mean, everything that has to do with dinosaurs he's into. And we just let him have his thoughts and his plays and his adventures, mostly on dinosaurs. There's other things he has interest in, and we feed that to him too. But most of it is dinosaurs. I never thought I would love dinosaurs, but I do. Well, a lot of times I do. Sometimes I like, okay, I don't like dinosaurs, but shh, don't tell Kappa. But I knew how I wanted to raise Kepler, and I did. I tried to explain my reactions and his reactions to him and maybe to other people. And feelings are very important to me. And we learned a lot, talk about feelings a lot. And he knows, I know, that he knows that he can talk to me. And that is the greatest gift I ever could have, a child wanting to talk to me. And I don't feel this way just about Kepler. I feel this way about all kids. I want all children and animals to have the freedom to do their best, to be themselves, and to like or dislike whatever they need to like or dislike. You know, there's things that he'll come to me. We'll talk about it. And I say, well, I don't believe this way, but you need to decide if you need to believe it or not. Sometimes he'll agree with me, sometimes he won't agree with me. And that's okay. And, you know, I don't, sometimes he needs to know how to be sad as well as happy. And when he is sad, I'm there to take care of him, to hold him. And I feel privileged to get to do that. But I explain to him that happened. That shouldn't have happened. I'm sorry it did happen. And I give him my choice and say you can handle it this way or this way. Which one would you like to choose? And he'll choose what way he wants to handle it. And I always give him the confidence to, I always give him the confidence to handle his choices. I always say there's good choices and there's bad choices to everything. And you have to handle them in the right and the way you handle them will show you what to do next. And I always say, the way you handle things, people are going to react to the way you handle. So if you want a good reaction, handle it in a good way. Because if you don't, it'll bring a bad reaction. It's just the way it is. And crying is okay. I learned that crying is okay. Whining and getting so angry that you're just complaining, that's not okay. That's not good to do it. And when he does that, then he gets himself in trouble, suffers a consequence. I always tell them there's good consequences, bad consequences. We all have to choose what kind of consequences we're going to handle. So that's the way I want to be a mommy. If you consider yourself a mommy, yay! Being a mommy is the greatest thing ever to be. Congratulations, whether it's to a child, an animal, even to another adult or a group of children that you're not related to, or to a business is a rewarding thing to be a mommy. And I hope to do more videos like this on being a mom and a mommy. Other ways to be a mommy. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, or you want to tell me how you are a mom, I would love to hear how you're a mom. And if you ever want me to interview you on anything, anyone, I'd be happy to talk to you about it. And we can do video together, maybe. Or if there's a topic you think of that I can do for you or with you, please let me know. As always, my information is in the description, or leave a comment below. And I enjoy talking about being a mommy. Hopefully you learned a little about yourself and or your children or someone you're a mommy to. I truly hope this video was a part of informational for you. Before I go, I would like to know if you would like to see more videos like this. Please let me know in the comments below. Please use my contact information to contact me. Next time I'll be talking about how to prepare, be aware of time in the meeting. I and my family thank you for listening to me, and I hope I give you something to take with you and will inspire you, yourself, and others. Thank you, and I'll see you next time. Stay safe and stay together. I forgot what I was saying sorry. Bye-bye.